Did you have anything ready, or is this on the spot?
This is on the spot. Yeah. The nerve-wracking on the spot.
I think I had a good one for this.
Oh, you're a good one? Welcome.
No, I have a good one for this, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Is it, man, I feel like a woman.
No, it's not. Wait, is that the one we're going with?
Sure, why not? Hello and welcome to The End Is.
It is Psy, everybody.
Yes.
A classic Nate twist of an intro that he tries to throw me on my back feet.
Yeah. And yes, I am Nate, and you are?
And I am Todd.
Yes,
that's on my back feet. I said I don't know what that means. Throw me off my feet, maybe?
Back feet, so you're on your heels.
That implies that I have 4 feet. My back feet. Versus just on the back of my feet.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, guys. Welcome to the episode.
If it's your first time, well, there's a little tease of
what's in store.
The shit that we talk about.
Which is complete randomness.
Yes.
But we do try to keep it organized.
A little bit, yeah.
So this is the Indecide. What do we do on this pod of ours, Nate?
We talk about movies. Usually underrated.
Yes. Our general definition of underrated. Let me make this fucking clear to any siblings of mine, older, that said, when are you guys going to do underrated movies? And I had to go through the list and go, which one of these are not underrated? Which ones have you not heard of?
Yeah.
Yeah, in your face, okay? And I think they might have forgotten the fact that every time we say this, we say it's our definition and we're not telling you the secrets. So.
No, that'll never come out until the day Todd dies.
What? Since when I die?
Yeah.
So if you die, I have to still keep it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So with that, what is the movie of the week?
Our underrated movie for Shizzle is I Heart Huckabees.
Yep, that's it.
From 2004.
Normally, what do we do with that movie?
That one in particular?
Well, that one or any movies that we do.
We pair each of our movies with a theme.
All right.
A theme, 2 or 3, doesn't kind of matter. Depends on how much in depth we want to get on the topic. But yeah. So if it is Jaws, we'll talk about sharks or oceans or Roy Scheider or needing bigger boats, things like that. Yeah. So we try to pick out themes from the movies. So
what are our themes, Todd?
Our themes for this one are supermarkets.
Yeah.
The I Heart Huckabees is a supermarket, spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
And existentialism.
Yes.
Which is the entire play of this whole movie.
Yes, it is.
But it's, I'm excited. And we're going to talk about that at the second half. For the first half, we'll talk about the themes, and then we'll talk about the movie the second half.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll get this at episode maybe, who knows? We'll figure this out.
141.
141, Jesus Christ. Anyway, we'll get into the themes, then the movie, but before that, just we're gonna kind of clean up some news of the week and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So Nate, what have you done since the last time we recorded?
Well, I figured, what we did last time since we recorded. Obviously, this was staring at our face, like blatantly, right in our face.
Uh-oh.
Why do we call ourselves the Indecide?
Oh, that. I had a feeling I'd missed that part. Because we make meaning out of that meantime.
Exactly. So I think from now on, what'd you make the meaning out of the meantime from the last episode?
You know what's funny is I think I have that in my notes this week because I was talking about existentialism and I was like, you make meaning out of the meantime is what basically the mentality is there. Yeah. And so I think it all ties in.
It does.
At this point, which is really nice. So my meaning was filled with a bunch of TV shows trying to catch the fuck up. I am so far behind.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, and we won't get all... I went to Denver to support the pro-choice movement after Roe v. Wade was overturned. So I attended a march, the protest, donated all that good stuff. Like, I'm trying to do what I can with what limited ability I have and capability and power in my... So I'm just trying to be there to support people. So I did. That was... I don't want to be like, oh, that was fun to go do that. It's the first time I had really gone to a march, a protest like that, but it was at the Capitol in Denver, and it was a ton of people, and it was just, I got to kind of see it firsthand and kind of be there and support them, and all the people driving by honking their horns like in support, and it was a cool moment to have everybody come together, but it's obviously a backdrop of how unfortunate and shitty and fucked up it is that we even have to do that.
Yep. Almost
50 years after. And we're in a good spot in Colorado. Yes. So we're very privileged in this state, but other people, and we're going to see a fucking red. So you got to protect our neighbors and stand up. I went to fight to like not have a voice. That's kind of how I've put it. Is I want women should have the voice. They have the choice. It's their body, their choice. Whatever they want to do that. I fight to not have a say in that. Like I'm fighting to not be able to have a say in that.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So I mean, that's not what all I did since we last recorded. I obviously did the normal boring shit, but I did do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you?
I went out to Iowa. It's a quick trip.
Iowa.
Yeah. Long drive. Got a chance to play some BioShock on the drive.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
on the Switch.
Oh, okay. Have you ever played BioShock?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just kind of a replay through.
On Nintendo?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that like a fake, like a port? Is that
no? They
really released it to Nintendo.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they had it.
It's on the Switch. So
did it used to be on like? Never used to be on like the Wii U and shit.
No, I don't believe so.
So this must be a recent thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Great games.
Makes it great for a nice little handheld of like, all right, got a long trip. Here we go.
Yeah.
But other than that, not a whole lot really for me.
No.
Just busy nonsense.
Just working.
4th coming up. I guess the 4th has passed. Happy 4th. Hopefully you had a good 4th
Happy
yesterday.
4th of July. You have any plans for the 4th, Nate?
Working.
Okay. That's true.
Sorry.
Well, before that, what are you going to do in the coming week?
Well, we got Fan Expo coming up.
We do.
So I'm sure there'll be some stuff to talk about with that.
Yeah, we'll have to do a recap.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll just bring the equipment there and just look like complete jackasses.
With no booth, we just set it in the middle of like right in front of the bathrooms. That's a whole clear area usually.
Yeah,
So
we just sit down, crisscross applesauce, right on the floor. Have our mics there.
God, just
how many people are going to come up and talk to us?
A ton. An obnoxious amount of obnoxious people would do it.
Just because we have a microphone?
Yes.
All right. Todd's in.
No, there's a certain crowd that goes to those things that are not, they're socially awkward, but vocally forward. Let's say that. They share their opinions, even though it's it's weird. Does that make sense?
Are you judging, Todd?
No. I'm trying to say this nicely, that there's it's a weird thing where you get the mix of people that are very socially awkward, but are very opinionated, like loud, and like they'll like we've had people in comic book shops and that come up and just start talking to you, making conversation. You're like, all right, well, I'm gonna go. It's the same. And this is not everybody. Okay, like, let me just clarify. This is like a 1% of everybody that goes. But this is where the 1% goes.
I'm over here sweating now. Trying to figure out.
Give me a towel. I gotta get out of this. It is 1% of the whole group, and there's a ton of people that go. But it is like that group that doesn't understand when you like back up or get into your car and you're like, all right, I'll see you later. And then they ask you a new question. You're like, okay, I'm trying to leave now.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't.
The thing
they're still great people.
They're awkward in the sense of like they're not around that many people that say like have the same common interest.
Right.
And so when you finally have that,
they want to talk.
It's nice to talk and let it out and know people are like understanding and not judging you because like it's a very judge-free zone there.
I was not judging them, okay, for the record.
Like the cosplays, everything. It's a great experience.
It is. It's a great community. I tried to go every year. The only one I didn't go to was last year in a long time just because it was virtual. You couldn't fucking go. Yeah. So, I mean, I love the group. Everybody's really great. I love seeing all the vendors and talking to them. And it's a great community.
Unique art, everything.
Yeah. So hopefully I backed out of that. I appreciate all, but they're not afraid to talk, which is a great skill.
Yes.
It is a great skill. I would love to be that. Walk up like, okay, so when I was at the protest, it was towards the end of one of the marches around the Capitol, and the group was down, a giant group at the bottom of the steps down in the street. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to go stand up on the steps, like near the Capitol top and just kind of watch. And then this dude in a he wasn't like a handkerchief mask, whatever you pull up over your face. He's like standing a few feet behind me, and there's nobody else behind me, and I'm up against this like post by the top, and I'm like, why is he's just behind me? I'm like one of the last people up here, like furthest you can get back. And so then I like kind of shift my body to the left, so I'm like kind of like looking right next to him, and I'm just kind of like staring, like so I see you. Yes, yeah, like that I know. And I'm like, God, fucking damn it. So then I move over to the post to my right. He, at the same time, starts walking and stands behind that post. And I go, motherfucker, like, are we supposed to pretend this is not intentional? Like, so let's say because it was a while before he moved and I moved at the same time. And I was like, there's no way. So I moved back to the original pole. He followed and stood behind it again. I went, now this is fucking weird.
Yeah, it's a coincidence.
And so then, okay. Oh, yeah. That's a movie tease. And so then I was like, I even said, I was like, what the fuck? Fine. And so I turned, went past him, walked up to the actual physical, like, marble steps or whatever the fuck. And then he starts walking and then walks up the steps and stands behind me again. Now I know it's intentional.
So it took 4 times for you to realize it was intentional.
No. I knew, but I wanted him to, like, he had to, like, basically admit it, right? He's doing it. Because I was like, God damn it. So I was like, fuck, fine. And so I said, like, out loud, what the fuck? And I walked by him one more time. And he's like, oh, what, you can stand next to me, it's okay. And I was like, I'm just trying to find a spot to watch, man. He's like, yeah, me too. And so then I move further up on the steps. I'm like at the top of the steps. He walks up and stands next to me and he's like, so what do you think about this? I'm like, God damn it. Now okay, so this is the whole judge, like he's a nice guy. We had a totally normal conversation, but it was just like, what do you think about this? What do you think about, what do you think? And it's like, okay, he didn't like offer anything else. He just wanted answers to questions. It felt like it was like some undercover cop, right? But so it turns out he's a perfectly nice guy. He just wanted to go watch it too. It's the way he went about trying to get a conversation. And this is why maybe I was a little harsh about the Fan Expo groups. Because I'm like, it annoys me to no end. But he could have, when we were down at the bottom, immediately said, hey, man, what do you think about all this? And start a conversation immediately.
Yeah, I feel like if you approach someone and just say, hey, what's your thought? Like, you're there obviously with the same common interest.
But he shadowed me.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's what happened up there.
All right.
A perfect Todd storm of you've got to be fucking kidding me. Of all the people, bro, talk to anybody else.
Yep.
But no, anyway.
Okay, what do you got for news?
Oh, what do I have for news?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, I did see a really good knock-knock joke on TikTok. Have you seen this one?
No. Do you need me to answer who's there and all that?
It's super good. I laughed my ass off. We'll do the joke.
All right, guys, I'm going to play along here.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you the joke. Okay, all right. So say knock knock.
Oh, so I got to say knock knock. Okay. Knock knock.
Who's there? That's the whole joke, is you have no idea what to do with that information. That's the whole joke. But I had a good laugh at it, because when you watch other people do it, and they're like, the person answer was like, God damn it. Like, they tried to like answer like instinctually.
So when I edit this, how much silence do I leave in there?
Not a lot.
So I should just like cut it down to a millisecond, so that way it's you laughing right away.
You say knock knock and I just start laughing. You cut everything else out. Please don't do that. Give me the raw. I want the raw footage. The raw audio. Let's see. I did see Clerks 3 is going to have its first trailer July 6th. So by the time this is out, then you should have the trailer coming out pretty soon there. Are you excited for that?
What?
July 6th, I believe.
That's a shame.
Why?
Would have been perfect timing for Fan Expo.
Well, right, because they're going to be at Fan Expo in Denver.
Right?
Wow, I guess they're ready. Maybe there's got to be another expo going on somewhere else, and that's what they're teasing for, right? Yeah. That's probably where Kevin Smith's
I guess,
going.
well, San Diego Comic-Con's coming up, but that's not till later in July.
Nah, they would wait, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you see Chris Pratt has gone back on his I'm not a religious person stuff? Because he turned kind of a page and he became really religious or started talk. Really? He went through a whole thing, and so he got a lot of flack, and you can't just, give people flack because they're whatever religious, but it definitely puts you in a weird spotlight when you're an actor, because it's like, well, what kind of properties are they willing to do? Is it fake? Blah, blah, blah. But I think it was hurting him enough that he had to come out and he said, like, he had to clarify his views. I'm not a religious person. Religion has been oppressive as fuck for a long time, he said. I think there's a distinction between being religious, aka adhering to the customs created by man, oftentimes appropriating the awe reserved for who I believe is a very real God. So he's like a legit believer, but he said then there's a difference between and using it to control people, to take money from people, to abuse children, to steal land, to justify hatred. So he had to like clarify, like, hey man, I'm religious, but not the kind of religious you're thinking. Like, not the controlling like one that we're getting. So anywho, now I know you're gonna have strong opinions on this. So Aaron Taylor Johnson's Kraven,
I heard about this,
will be an animal lover and a protector of the natural world in the Sony spinoff movie.
I mean, that's great. It's going to be on par with Mobius.
Mobius. We don't want Mo of that. So, Nate, who is Kraven in the comics, and who has he always been?
Kraven the Hunter.
His name's Kraven A and the Hunter.
Yeah. He's always been about the hunt.
What does he wear?
Getting the big animal. A freaking fur pelt.
A fucking lion's face cut in half.
Yeah. So it's just, I saw that news and I was like, they're really trying to like milk everything out of the Spider-Man property that they possibly can, rather than just, it doesn't make any sense. Like, honestly, make a fucking villain movie. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like, we've had 3 where they're a bad person and that's all it is.
Yeah, Sony should be devoted to like cool origin stories for villains, like evil shit.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense of why they're trying to make it to where someone could relate or anything like that with it, rather than just making a good fucking movie. Because they've done it before. They can make great movies. It's just for some reason, like, Spider-Man is their kryptonite when it comes to movie making shit.
Yes.
Minus the animated movie.
Right. Into the Spider-Verse, yeah. Which, when does number 2 come out?
December.
Oh, okay, it's got a while.
I want to say.
That'll be good for the holiday season.
Yeah. Or no, October. I don't know.
Take back what I said. It'll be good for the end of the year. I was speaking of kind of that comic booky stuff. Marvel Studios, Feige said that the Thanos level threat will begin to reveal itself in the coming months. The next one. What do you think the threat will be? We've had King the Conqueror in this show. Do you think it's him still?
I don't know what the threat will be. Maybe it's going to be Doom. But
you think it'll be Doctor Doom?
I feel like that's really.
There's so much work to build him up now.
Yeah.
But although Thanos only got built up in snippets at the end of movies very lightly, and then the last, like Infinity War, then they're like, here's everything you need to fucking know.
Yep. But I don't know. It'll be interesting because I know Marvel is talking. I think this is their first year they're going to be back at San Diego Comic-Con. Because they used to always do D23, kind of their own thing with that. But now this is the first year they're going to be showing back up San Diego Comic-Con. That's smart, having a big Hall H presentation.
That's how they got all their hype, dude. Yeah, D23 is not good enough to hold down all that stuff. No. Keep that for the side Disney projects.
Yeah, your Disney Plus shows maybe.
Yes. So, which are we going to do our final recap of?
Yes, we can go over that.
Before we get to that, how do you feel about a remastered version of Titanic being released in February 2023 into theaters?
As long as James Cameron is really into it, then I'm all for it. No, just kidding. I could care less about it.
Do you think they're trying to go again for the title? Because Avatar passed up?
Probably. Which is stupid. There should be a stupid thing like, oh, you re-released it? Shouldn't fucking count.
Exactly. Re-releases shouldn't count, but why Titanic of all movies? There's not is it the anniversary of... I mean, every year's the anniversary.
Maybe there's 25, 30 years, whatever it may be.
When did the Titanic sink?
I don't know. Oh, I guess the actual Titanic or the movie?
The Titanic.
I was talking, when did the movie sink?
The movie never sank. The movie floats more than the actual boat.
Todd, when it comes to history, I do not know, so...
I here, let me tell you, it is... Sorry, I think we had a cutout in the audio there when I was telling you the facts about Titanic. We'll just skip. We'll just get to the end here.
We're short for time.
No, we're not that short.
They don't know that.
Oh, shit. I mean, totally. Speaking about our upcoming discussion about Obi-Wan Kenobi and the boys, Kathleen Kennedy says, we did set out to do Obi-Wan Kenobi as a limited series, but I think if there's a huge engagement and people really want more Obi-Wan, we'll certainly give that consideration because the fans, they speak to us. Nate died inside. I just watched it happen.
She's not good for Star Wars.
She used to be really good. I think she's lost her touch because we've talked about Kathleen Kennedy. She's a part of everything great back in the day. Mm-hmm. Her name's all the good stuff, and it's guys, quit making poor decisions now. Yep. Even Feige's starting to drop the fucking ball. He's just letting them do whatever the fuck they want. It seems like. Yeah, he might have checked out.
I don't know. He could have, but see what happens. I guess if they got a bigger plan.
Yeah, I don't think so. Let me see. I don't think I have too much other movie-related news. I know that they're doing a Thunderbolts movie.
Yep, I heard about that. Now, it's not going to be your traditional... So, Thunderbolts was a comic that came out in the 90s, and it was the Masters of Evil that fought the Avengers, and they disguised themselves as heroes, trying to play good and make their way in to where they get their trust, and then fight them from the inside.
Yep, and is that Baron Zemo?
Yeah.
Okay, and who was from Civil War?
Yeah.
Do you think the same actor, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
I feel like, yeah. Because, he was also in Falcon the Winter Soldier.
That's true. He did reprise there. Yeah.
But I feel like with that there, it's going to be kind of more villains trying to be good. Kind of like more Dark Avengers, kind of like Suicide Squad, sadly, rather than...
Right. Although Suicide Squad #2 was really... Or, you know what I mean?
It was good,
the James Gunn version.
Yeah, but why rehash kind of like something like that when you have a possibility of a new story? Like, they should have just came out with a movie called New Avengers.
Right.
And disguised some of the villains as other heroes.
That would have been great and have them turn.
It would have been great, but at the same time, be goddamn near impossible nowadays and age where they would have to hide the actors behind it, have them wear masks the entire time, like during filming.
You could you would get a lot of... You'd have to fake another movie to have you sneak that movie in.
Like, it would be amazing if they could pull that off, but either way.
It's kind of, I mean, it's kind of like seeing, spoilers for Doctor Strange, but Scarlet Witch go full villain, like the major villain mode.
Yeah.
And it's like, she was the good person, but she was part of the Avengers and she went, so she would be a prime... If you had gone back and said, oh, she was hiding this the whole time, she was always evil, you know, that would be a cool twist.
Right.
But they obviously not going that one. I know that they just announced Godzilla vs. Kong sequel is coming in March 15th of 2024. What do you think they're going to do with that one?
Just fight again? So it's Godzilla vs. Kong round 2?
But the thing is, I don't know if we talked on the pod, where they killed off like all the big monsters for King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
They got rid of all the good stuff. And then you're going to bring these guys, like, you needed to have King of the Monsters at the end of all of this, to where they could both have to team up to fight the big guys.
That's going to be a bad movie. I mean, you're going in just to watch the fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's what everyone did last time, but it was so lackluster. So
yep. There's no hype around it anymore.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but it's going to be stupid.
It's going to be stupid, too, because they've already done it. So, yeah, there's definitely going to be no hype around it.
That's fair. Do you want to do some quick Obi-Wan recapping?
Yeah, we could do some Wanna Know Kenobi.
Wanna Know Kenobi.
Yeah.
All right, Nate, what did you think about episode 6, the final of the first season of Obi-Wan Kenobi?
It sucks because, like, it was good. The fight scene between him and Vader.
Yes, it was good.
Like, it was really good, and the dialogue all there
Yep.
worked out great. It just sucks because the rest of the series shit the bed.
Yeah.
So.
And even that cool fight scene was in the middle of just dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like, third sister going back to kill Luke for what reason? What reason does third sister have to kill Luke? She's mad at fucking Obi-Wan for, like, a slight on her, but she's been fighting her whole life to pretend to be an evil person so that she can kill the most evil dude, Vader. Now all of a sudden she's like, Obi-Wan slighted me. I'm going to go hunt down this kid that has nothing to... What?
That was, it was all really bad. And then the very end... Qui-Gon Jinn showing up, Liam Neeson,
yeah.
I was like, all right. I wasn't too surprised just because they mentioned him at the beginning of the series.
Right.
There's a reason why they mentioned it. Your master, all that. You're looking for him. So if they come out the second season, maybe it's better because they're not hung up on this Princess Leia shit and all.
Right.
And I guess a part of me realizes, I was like, it doesn't make any sense of like, oh, Leia as a young girl, this is so traumatizing for her to not ever realize who Obi-Wan is.
Right.
But then I forgot the opening line kind of for episode 4. You're my only hope, Obi-Wan. And I'm like, well, that's why she knows him.
No, yeah, definitely. She well, that's how everybody's trying to hand wave it, is that she says, you're my only hope, Obi-Wan. And they're like, wouldn't you call him Ben?
Yeah.
Because you didn't know him as Obi-Wan, you know him as Ben.
Yeah.
And they never mentioned that, but they're like, maybe it's code, right? And it's like, well, she's sending it directly. What, you can't hand wave the fact, why would she say it in code if she's sending the message? They know where it's going. All that shit's out the bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how they're trying to play it off. But she wouldn't even be like I think she watches him, right, get killed, or like he forced disappears when he's fighting Vader and they're going into the Millennium Falcon. Wouldn't she be like, Ben? She'd be like, I want to go hug this guy or protect him or talk to him. She would just be like, oh yeah, Ben's about to get killed. See you guys later. Like, she never mourns it, doesn't even give a shit.
Yep.
Fucking bananas.
I don't know.
I thought they were awfully calm in their ships. Like, the Star Destroyers are worthless now.
Yeah.
They're slow. Sometimes they're really fast. All of a sudden they like catch right up to you, but they're shooting giant missiles at these, or, lasers at these little ships. And they're just kind of like weaving, like, no problem. Like, I think I'll go over to this planet now. It's insane. Yeah. Or like the two ships split, right? Obi-Wan left in his ship to go to the planet, and he let the other ship go on. And they're like, oh, that's our only ship. Fucking bullshit, on a giant Star Destroyer. And then Vader has a second ship.
Yeah.
So why didn't you split the difference? Star Destroyer still goes after the escape pod thing, and the main ship, and then they go after.
Maybe it's one of those where it's like, oh, Vader's ship can't get too far from the other ship. He's got to refuel.
Yes, I get it. What do you think about? And this is how I feel, that Obi-Wan is now complicit in every murder that Vader does after that moment.
Yeah.
Because he didn't kill the motherfucker?
Yeah, no, that's true.
What are you doing not killing him?
I guess
you tried to kill his ass one time.
Yeah.
And he had only then just betrayed you. He's done atrocities since then.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the other thing with Jedi's, the whole moral code behind them is they don't kill.
He left Anakin to burn with no limbs in a fucking lava pit. He didn't know he was going to be rescued.
Yeah, but he didn't kill him, so I don't know.
At least maim this dude and let him bleed out.
Yeah, it's one of those weird. They need to really get a movie out there that defines everything that they are.
Good luck, dude.
Yeah.
To your point about the fight, though, it was really cool. It was a throwback, I guess, to what Clone Wars and stuff, to see his mask kind of split.
Yeah.
But the people were complaining of how dark it was. I thought it looked fine because of how bright the sabers are.
Yeah.
I think they were going for aesthetic over full visibility.
Yeah. No, I mean, the light with the sabers was really good used because there were scenes where it was, Anakin talking.
Yes.
Where it was kind of blue on his face, but then when it was Vader talking, it was more red.
Right.
So they did a good job with that.
Or the modulation between James Earl Jones and Hayden Christensen's voice. Yep. That was very good.
It was.
If they just released a 15-minute snippet episode with just the fight and that stuff, it would have been perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But we get Uncle Ben or Uncle Owen, and they're kick-ass fighters, protecting Luke. They never mention that again. Then they get wrecked by some stormtroopers later on, apparently. And then Luke never remembers running off into the desert because he was being chased by a goddamn Sith.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. We'll let it all slide.
Yeah.
There's been so many articles talking about it, but just kind of all the little details that added up throughout the series that make it not worth the full thing. Because it's called the every little issues problem. And it's you can overlook some big glaring stuff. We do that all the time for some really good shows. Ms. Marvel. There's some really good stuff. It's cheesy as fuck. But overall, it does a good job of staying in its lane of this is what we're trying to build here.
Yeah.
And you let it go. Star Wars had so many issues that contradict common sense that you can't let that slide a lot.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one in Okinobi. That'll be done for this year.
Yep.
Should we get into the themes?
Yeah, we will.
What themes are we starting with?
Let's start with supermarkets.
Supermarket sweep, baby.
Oh gosh, that show, is that your research? Supermarket sweep.
Huh? No, mine's legit.
That show that is. I
loved Supermarket Sweep.
It was actually really good.
Yeah, everybody loves that.
Everyone always went for the turkeys.
Yeah, it just sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
And after working at a grocery store, you're like, I could totally know where things are located.
Yeah.
Because that was the hardest part. Is that final thing where the winner has to go and get the little tickets on certain items.
Mm-hmm.
Easy, man. You know where that shit's located.
It's easy, guys. We're going to bring back the show just for Todd to show him how easy it is.
Doesn't Guy Fieri do one?
I don't know.
I think he does a guy's grocery store
thing.
Yeah. All right, Nate. Well, what do you got for supermarkets?
No research. Just life experiences.
Oh. How long have you worked at a supermarket, Nate?
15 years.
And I worked at one for 13.
Yep.
So, guys, we are actually very strong experts in the world of supermarket experience and retail, that kind of area.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I will start with
a wiki definition.
No, not of supermarkets. So 64% of U.S. consumers have done grocery shopping online. So are you an online shopper? No. Have you ever?
No.
Not even during the beginning of the pandemic?
No.
You didn't do pickup at the?
No. I worked at the store. I was still working, so why not just get it while I'm there?
All right, so you're an outlier, okay? I did do the pickup.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to sit in the front seat, I'm going to pop the trunk, you close it, you leave, don't even get close to me.
I didn't do it. I probably never will.
Why wouldn't you ever do it?
I just like going in and get my own groceries.
What if it's another pandemic issue? What if something happened, lockdown, and you didn't work at a grocery store anymore?
Then I'd still go in. If grocery stores were still available to go into, I'd still go in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Traditional. Millennials are the largest generational group shopping for groceries online. That makes sense.
Not I.
But it makes sense overall. Right.
All right.
You discussed you're a fucking outlier. 40% of shoppers go to more than one store to look for the best deals and get everything they need. Do you do that? Do you go to more than one store when you do your shopping? Why?
I mean, if something's on sale somewhere else.
Oh, so it's sale purposes.
Yeah, I'll stop there.
See,
I'm not going to go out of my way a whole lot, but...
I get hard goods at like a Walmart or someplace like that, like a bigger one. Like I'll get detergent and shampoo and that stuff because it's so overpriced at smaller supermarkets.
Yeah.
And then I'll get produce and meat at a supermarket, like at a local chain.
Yeah.
That's just what I've always done, and I don't see myself changing. I don't trust the pink meat at McDonald's, got that either, but at Walmart.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So I don't know. I want the places that still will do their own butchery, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's probably not the way to phrase that.
There's far and few that do it too nowadays.
Yes, they're all changing out to ship to store, which is unfortunate because when I worked at the grocery store last, we had like a full team of people in the meat department and then seafood and everything. Mm-hmm. Cooking and wrapping and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. The cooking, that's the best part.
Did I say cooking?
You did say cooking.
But they did cook.
My meat department does cook, yeah.
Yeah.
They cook bacon usually every morning, so I go over there and get a couple strips of bacon.
You son of a bitch.
It's great.
I remember when our seafood department would cook scallops and stuff.
Yeah.
That was super good, man.
Oh, yeah.
Anyhow.
It's not for the customers. It's for the employees. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, you can stop by, but we're getting all the good stuff. When they were like, it was slow and they had to get rid of it. Oh, I was just walking around eating scallops, man. Here's a gross stat. A study of 85, so it's a very small sample, but this is just one example. 85 random shopping carts found that 50% carried E. coli, while 72% contained coliform bacteria. That's fucking gross. So
yeah, I can see it.
When I go to grocery stores, I hate having to grab a cart, but you have to.
Yeah.
But I'll like push with my wrists. Like I won't use my hands.
Yeah.
Because if I accidentally like touch my face and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, that you're also grabbing your produce and everything like
exactly.
that. So
yeah, I use my wrist to push the cart, and then I never use the baby seat. I always close that immediately. That is the most disgusting part of any communal space experience, guys. It's the place where kids are sitting in there and shitting.
Yep.
And sneezing and guys,
it's a kid.
It's so fucking gross. It's just attached to the place where we put our food that we put in our mouths.
Nope. There's some shopping carts that don't even have that option to shut it now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. I was actually going to ask if there's any shopping carts that just don't have that.
I mean, you could just... No, that's, I guess, the smaller ones.
Yeah, I do like the small ones.
But they still throw their kids in there.
That would tip over. Have you ever seen one fall over?
No.
Oh.
But, I mean, they still throw their kids in the main basket, too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Guys, gross. Well, Nate, let's do a quick quiz.
Okay.
What is the average length of a shopping trip? Is it 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour?
45.
All right. The average is about 41 minutes. The average trip per week is 1.5. So it's like people are going 1 time or 3 times. How often would you go per week?
A statistic for like the U.S. or
yes,
the world?
I believe this is all U.S.
Okay, because I was going to say usually like other countries, like it's kind of like an everyday thing.
Which I was going to ask. As a grocery worker when I was there, being there 5 days a week at least, seeing people every day got really annoying.
Yeah, no, there's definitely times when I see people, I'm like, I just saw you.
Yeah, and you also have another full cart. Why are you here again?
Yeah.
It's always like the under breath, do you have a life? Go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Go fucking home. But in other countries, it's normal. You get the fresh stuff.
Yeah.
America doesn't do that, so it's even weirder for some. I think it's like, to our point of awkward people in social situations, it's the elderly that want people to talk to, so they like, that's their thing. They go to the store. They have their coffee groups. Mm-hmm. They want to chat with the employees.
Yeah. Did you ever have a coffee group?
No, I worked at a place that had a coffee group every single fucking day. The same place you worked.
Yep.
Did you love your coffee group?
Oh, yeah. They're great.
They tipped you, though, right?
No.
Oh.
I mean, some people did, but like...
Called out. I know. Yeah. I can name you by name right now. I know some of you. I won't do it. Yeah, like they fucking listen.
Yeah. Now, granted, like... Going from store to store, I've had good coffee groups, but then I've had bad coffee groups.
Oh, okay.
So
what makes a bad coffee group? What would they do?
Being entitled.
Oh.
Yeah. Like
they get first dibs on asking you for stuff? They go back up and request things or what?
That they think they get free refills like on certain drinks like the espresso drinks, all that kind of stuff. And they feel above like when there are certain drinks that you got free refills on. They felt like, oh, I can just put it on the counter and you'll get to it even though you have a line of customers.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever tried to, like, refill a Frappuccino or something that's, like, obviously not a refill?
Yes.
Okay. I asked that knowing there's gotta have been people do that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell them? You're just dumb, or you probably have to. We have customer service personas.
Yeah. I'm like, sorry, we can't do that. And then, of course, so this is like where they come out with the lines that are complete bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, so-and-so did this for me.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, well, I'm sorry, but I can't do that for you. The lines that customers throw out that you hear on a day-to-day basis fucking suck because you're not the first one to say it. Oh, it's not scanning. Well, I guess it's free then.
Yep. Hardly working hard.
Fucking horrible. It's just batshit insane. There is times when I worked at Starbucks. It was right there by the entrance. People walk right through the door. Hey, where's this at? You just fucking walked in. Go look.
Yeah, they never even look.
Don't even fucking just give yourself a chance.
Yeah, experience the world.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next question. Who is most likely to do the grocery shopping, men or women?
I feel like it's women.
That's sexist, Nate.
Yeah, it is.
But you're right. 70% of primary shoppers for multi-person households are female, and women account for 53% of shoppers for the non-married too, which is interesting for the non-married. I mean, I guess it's 53 is not too far off with just a break even. But yeah, I think it's kind of like it's a gender role, right? That's how it's always been. Like, the woman will go do it, and it's unfortunately just what it is. Yeah. I like grocery shopping.
I don't.
See,
but like that's just because I think still working there.
Well, no, yeah. I mean,
I don't want to go to the place that I work after
I would never shop at my own store. I never shopped at my own store. I would drive out of my way. My God, he's so mad at me for that. No, hit the table. I would go out of my way to go to a store to shop elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I've been here for fucking 8+ hours. I'm not sticking around.
Well, there's that. And then usually if you go in, there's people that talk to you as well.
Oh, yeah.
So there's some people that have, they can't have a conversation with you unless it's about work, and that's it.
Oh, yes.
And I'm like, I can't deal with this. I'm sorry, but I can't talk to you outside of work.
Did you see what they did? And it's like, I don't want to know this right now. Like, I'll talk shit with you all day, every day when I'm there, but this is not when I'm in here. I don't want to know this place even exists when I'm out.
Right.
But who takes longer to shop, Nate? Men or women?
Men.
Why do you say that?
They're indecisive.
So women actually take longer.
Okay.
They take, but it's negligible. 42 minutes is what they take. Men only need 39 to do the same.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's very negligible, but
yeah.
I'm pretty goddamn efficient when I go shopping.
I mean, that really comes down to the individual too. Like, are they going around with a list, or are they just like, I need a couple things.
Dilly-dallying?
Yeah.
That's dangerous. That's like the whole, like, you don't go shopping when you're hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I don't know. Maybe that doesn't work on me. Maybe I'm just always hungry. Is that a problem? Next question. How many products do grocery stores carry on average? Round it up. So 10,000, 25,000, 40,000, or 65,000?
40.
God damn it. It's because I think I'm inflecting on certain ones. 39,500 is what normal stores carry, which is a shit ton of products.
It is.
And I remember doing inventory.
Fucking inventory
sucks. That's a phrase Nate does not like to hear.
Nope.
What is inventory, Nate?
Inventory is what it is. Inventory. You take inventory of all your product.
Counting every single item in your entire department.
Yeah. And it's stupid because the way they do it at my store is departments do it every 4 weeks.
It's so dumb. Once a month is...
So dumb. Exactly. But the store itself does it twice a year.
And our specific supermarket...
Yeah.
God, I see. I can talk shit about what you can't, but they do it monthly. But I've heard other chains do it like once every 6 months.
Well, it makes sense of that. I'll say it's Safeway.
Yep.
So what happens is they do it every 4 weeks for departments.
Yep.
And then twice a year for the entire store. Why not just fucking sit there and do it where, okay, you do it every quarter for the departments, and let's say their numbers are shit, then they do it every 4 weeks till they get their numbers correct. Because
then somebody's either losing product or ordering or whatever.
And then it makes sense, and then you can kind of neutralize the problem there, rather than every 4 weeks where you're just adding extra time to do nothing, pretty much.
That's fair. It is such a fucking time sink, dude.
It is.
And they make you, it's days you don't.
It's easy.
It's like overnight.
But it is very, time consuming because you are going through, I know with like deli, they have to go through and weigh all their potato salads and write down the weight that they have as their inventory.
With us, because, okay, so I was primarily in produce. Mm-hmm. So we had to guess, like, a display is filled with fucking apples. All right, that's probably 2.5 cases of Red Delicious. Like, we're guesstimating at this point, because we don't know how many apples, like, you know, are in that display at some point, and it's fucking whatever. Oh, guys. What is the most popular day for grocery shopping?
Oh, gosh. Saturday?
Oh, he's right.
Yeah.
He knows his grocery stores. It is the most popular day, but weeknights are amazing.
Yeah.
Go on a weeknight, guys. It'll feel like you're in a fucking theme park with all the rides first in line. It's so nice.
Well, I mean, if you can go on a weeknight super late or super early during
like a
weekday,
Thursday night.
Yeah. Then that's when you don't have to deal with anyone.
That's primo. When it said, they actually said on this article I was reading that it takes you an extra almost like 10 minutes to shop if you go on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Because of how many people you're waiting for people to get out of the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a nightmare right now because a holiday coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Like we said, 4th has already passed. I just got a $17,000 load of beer.
Ooh.
For just Coors.
Okay. Coors.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate is the backdoor receiver guy.
Yes. Which is a bad name.
He receives things in the back door. What's confusing about that?
It's called ICC, Inventory Control Clerk. We'll go with that.
There's a lot of people coming and going. So last question. What is the most popular time of day to shop, Nate? Is it noon to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, or 7 to 8?
I'd say, like, part of me wants to say 4 to 5. I'm going to stick with 4 to 5.
God damn it, you're right. Shit. Damn it, I didn't inflect anything on that one for the record, okay? Look back at the tape, all right? But yes, they are the most popular times. I wonder why, though, because I know it's people getting off work, but 4 seems fucking early.
Well, I was thinking more of, like, kids getting out of school and all that, too.
But kids are running over to the... You mean just, like, them picking them up at 3 or whatever? And
well, like, yeah, they're getting the kids, and they're like, all right, we got to go to the grocery store, because there's always
so.
fucking kids, you
That's
know, with
fair.
their parents in the store.
What was going to be your other guess? What's the other one that threw you off?
It would have been the 7 to 8.
Yeah, I threw that. If I'd done 5 to 6, would that have... Well, that would have been too close.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it wasn't even a tricky quiz. You've got all those. It's not even a fun
I'm
quiz.
not proud of it, guys.
Yeah, that's fair. So then I got into personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
And my worst kind of like on the job task was throwing away expired, quote unquote, expired items.
Yeah, it's really bad because, like, we waste a lot of product.
You have no idea how much
it is ridiculous wasted. That, like, honestly, I understand, like, there is a point of, like, you know, food that's already cooked and trying to get that to a shelter, anything like that is a pain. But, you know, employees, they don't give because that's considered theft and all that, even though it's going straight in the trash.
Yep.
There's so much waste that is just, it's gone.
And that's all corporate driven. Like, they don't need to do that. They don't need to consider that theft. No,
they don't. But they do because they're afraid probably people are going to start doing it just to
But
expiration
is expiration.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
And that's what, you know, what a solid inventory or actual product tracking would, whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I saw an article on medium.com from a guy named John Egelkraut who had worked there. And he said basically what I was like looking for. And he said the policy of removing expired items from the shelves changed. So like they could be a little bit more lenient, like day after, you have to get rid of it, whatever it can be. And he said it was reasoned that if people will not buy products on the day they expire, they most likely won't buy them on the day before they expire either. So then they had to start removing them the day before. And I had to start doing that in produce. So the policy then became to remove products that would expire the next day. And I found myself removing perfectly good food items from the shelf and destroying them simply because of the dates. The fact that the food was still perfectly good simply didn't matter. And yeah, so I was like, I would have every morning, if I opened in produce, I would have grocery carts filled.
Oh, yeah. I remember I worked produce department a couple times, and at night, it was always pulling dates.
Yep.
Everything that was going out the next day, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I've had it where it's like 3 shopping carts full, like over the brim of salads, dried fruit, bottled juices, sealed, like entire veggie trays that are worth like $15, crouton bags, like oil and vinegar mixes that aren't going to expire, but they're on the date, but it's the next day. And yeah, I would have to just sit in front of the trash compactor and throw them all in there.
Yep.
And that was it. They didn't go to the food bank or anything. And like you kind of alluded to, they are worried about sending cooked food to the food bank. When are they going to use it? Whatever. But the excuse was always the same. We could get sued if someone at the food bank gets it and gets like sick. But that's what fucking waivers are for.
Yeah.
You sign off hey, if we send you this, it's up to the food bank to fucking make sure that the food is still
their discretion
sealed.
And all that.
Just like they would with any random person's donation.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's so depressing. And it wasn't just that I would bring back shopping carts of that. Mine would get parked next to the bakeries, filled with loaves of French bread and bagels and muffins and cakes that they just chucked down there. And then next to theirs was, the deli where it's all their trays and party trays being chucked. And it's like, you guys have no idea the thousands and thousands of dollars that are thrown away every morning.
Oh, yeah. No, it is ridiculous.
For corporate greed.
Oh, yeah. Even though that's money that they're losing. Like, I don't understand, like, how that's getting back to them.
I don't know.
Give it to the employees or something like that to raise morale.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
So fucking easy. It's, dude.
Yeah.
Grocery corporate is some of the worst I've ever seen. Like, just how out of touch and, oh, man, it's a power trip.
Oh, no, it's bad, too, because, like, you know how it goes when they roll on new programs.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're like, this is going to be great.
Yes.
But it's like, have you worked in the store? Like, how long has it been since you've been in the store?
Yep.
Was this your school project for college that your professor thought it was a great idea? You got a B+ on it, so you're like, this will work great in the grocery store.
It's a bunch of out-of-touch people. Mm-hmm. It's like politicians for grocery stores. It's just out-of-touch people making decisions based on things they're like, oh, that should be good.
Yeah.
What helps our bottom line? That's it. It's profit over people.
Oh, it is.
Which brings me to my next big talking point was, what do you think about corporate visits, Nate?
Corporate visits, they're great. It's everyone freaks out in the store because corporate's coming in. And it's ridiculous because they have a set date of when corporate's coming in.
Yep.
It's not like a surprise, we're here. It's like, hey, corporate's coming in 2 weeks. We got to start getting shit ready. Why? Just fucking show up. Know how the store is ran rather than... It is dude, it is ridiculous because the amount of hours that they pour in for a corporate visit is ridiculous. And once that corporate visit passes, they're like, we got to cut hours. We got to leave. Everyone's got to go early.
Yes.
So then it screws over the entire grocery store of being like, well, you guys don't have any help. Well, that's because we had a corporate visit and we had to use all of our fucking hours for a stupid ass visit from corporate people that walk through the store in 5 minutes and do not check everything that they want you to make sure it's done.
Yep.
It is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, Nick got riled up, and I feel that riled up because we deal with it so often or in that field. And I wish I could say Nate was like reading this off of my screen that I have, but I'll read you what I have, and it's exactly what you're saying because this is not like an isolated incident. Yeah. So first off, the corporate visits aren't for the customers. It's for corporate.
Oh, it is, yeah.
It's for corporate to feel good about themselves. It's not for you guys, the customers, at all. So you've ever seen one of those fuckers walking around in a button-up shirt? Fuck them.
I took my name tag off every time they were in. They would always look down at your chest.
Yes.
Like, hey, he doesn't have a name tag.
Yeah. Oh, you're missing your name tag.
They don't even know your name. It's,
I made a list here. So everything has to be full. Mm-hmm. No item can be missing. It has to look like you're fully stocked to the brim. This is specifically in produce on some of these. All the labels have to be facing in. So if there's a label on every apple, they can't be shown. So they have to be facing the same way. You can't have any signs of wilted leaves or bruises. Say an apple got a tiny little stem puncture mark in the fucking trash. Mm-hmm. We would throw away brand new apples because it was in a box and because the corporate visit was coming in, and they will see a puncture and go,
corporate wants to think their stores are so perfect.
Yep. And so then we would go in, overnight. Hi, Jaime, you're yawning. Yeah, you come on over. You're getting sick of laying in your bed, aren't you? Yeah. He says, you guys are getting riled up and I'm feeling this energy. So we'd go in overnight to prep for the corporate visits. Sometimes I'd go in at like 3 a.m. to make sure that the wet rack and all that stuff was ready to go. And then we'd stay late, way after our shifts, because they would always come in late. Mm-hmm. They would never show up at the right time.
Or sometimes they wouldn't even show up.
Yes, they would never show up. So, Jaime just knocked over the I Heart Huckabees box. Hey, quit it. He's like, yeah, you guys talked me up. Now I got to show up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my next line is half the time they wouldn't even show. They didn't. So this is it. They didn't want to see the store as it would actually look. They want to see the store as it would be in perfect, giant quotation marks, condition. So they come in, see a fully stocked, picturesque store with tons of employees waiting to help other customers, right?
Yep.
But then they use that fake reality to justify cutting hours later. Mm-hmm. It's stupid fucking bullshit.
Honestly, if it was a good corporate, what they would do is they'd go in a store and they would jump in and help out with shit.
Yep.
Not just tell you, hey, here's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So guys, when next time you're in a grocery store and you see the corporate visitors walking around, no, they're not there for you. They're there for their own ego.
Yeah. Next time you see him, go up to him and be like, hey, could you check me out?
Yeah.
Can you help me out to my car?
Yeah.
Could you bag my groceries?
Can you check in the back room for this item? Can you do all that? Yeah. It's, dude, so don't let them fool you. And we won't even get into the secret shopper scam. That's a whole different thing, but the same thing. They used to do it. Yeah, I think some places still have some programs, but most of the big ones stopped doing that. Guys, anything else you want to rant on this?
I think we're good.
Well, then let's move on to the next theme.
Yes.
Which is existentialism, Nate.
It is.
Did you know what this was?
Nope.
Okay. Should I read my dictionary definition? Yep. So, existentialism is a philosophical theory or approach which emphasizes the existence of the individual person as a free and responsible agent determining their own development through acts of the will. In other words, from ethics.org, existentialism is the philosophical belief we are each responsible for creating purpose or meaning in our own lives. Our individual purpose and meaning is not given to us by gods, governments, teachers, or other authorities. So, and they even say, like, if you've ever pondered the meaning of existence or questioned your purpose in life, you've partaken in existentialist philosophy.
Oh.
So you're all existentialists, guys, because there's no way no one has done that.
Oh, yeah, no, there's no way. And there are some articles I saw that even people that are religious are still into that. Because it's not just, like, as much as it sounds like a atheist kind of thing, it's really not.
It's not atheism, yeah.
Yeah. So I was kind of reading on it. How do you feel about it all?
I love the theory of existentialism. Like, I think I fall into that more than most things because it's...
Heimdall's green.
Jaime is chomping at me. Jesus, guys, we did too soon. He was doing great for half of it.
He's napping, and he is ready to go.
So, guys, I'm having an existential crisis right now. Why am I in this room with you guys talking into these fucking mics? So anyway, I follow kind of that train of thought. Like, I mean... To your point, there is Christian existentialism, and then there's atheism, or existentialism. Yeah, there's so many. The words are long, guys, and they're a little clunky. But so atheist and Christianity is both represented in that theology. And the Christian version is more like, yeah, God can exist, but God's more of like the be love and gentle and kind. God is love, like just chill. And then the atheist one is like, well, still, okay, there's no God, but I determine free will versus somebody else. So it's like you can believe in whatever you want and still ponder life's existence. Like, why?
Yeah, when I read on this, it was more of like, I went to that thought of, you know, those people that like, God has a plan for you, you know, all that kind of shit. And I was like, the fact that like people buy into that is so ridiculous that, oh, I'm here for a reason and this is what's going to happen. I have a determined path set for me, not... oh, I can sway what I want to do.
Right.
Which I think is ridiculous.
I mean, I know people believe that. Yeah. That's your free right. I don't care if that's what you believe. Great, do it.
Just don't push it on other people.
Exactly.
Everyone can do their own thing, believe what they want to believe.
Yeah, but be open to other ideas.
Yes.
Like, we both heard the other argument.
We've been to youth group. So we've
been big for proponents in youth group back in the day.
Yeah.
So, and it's actually the antithesis to Aristotle's essentialism. So it says, like, whether you're aware of it or not, that your purpose in life has been determined prior to your birth. And as you live your life, the decisions you make on a daily basis are contributing to your ultimate purpose, whatever that happens to be. So that is what you're talking about. Everything happens for a reason. We're not, I can say, Nate, let's record today, but I could also say we couldn't record tomorrow. No matter which one we do, well, that's what the path was supposed to be, right? So I can still choose it, but then at the end I really didn't choose it. And that's just, it's a cop-out.
It is.
And this whole thing, like, the forefathers, if you will, of existentialism are Kierkegaard, who wrote critical texts on organized religion, Christianity, morality, ethics, psychology, and the philosophy of religion, displaying a fondness for metaphor, irony, and parables. So, guy after my own heart. Friedrich Nietzsche, as we know, that's the nihilism, the atheism, kind of like, a lot of people reference him when they come to like nihilism and stuff like that.
Okay.
And that is the basis that human values are baseless, that life is meaningless, that knowledge is impossible, or that some set of entities do not exist or are meaningless or pointless. So it's like, nothing matters what we do, right?
Yeah. When I was doing the research, I was just like, there's so much to choose from. I don't know like what to pick from.
Which is a good playground to have.
So I was just like, all right, I guess we'll just kind of talk about it a little bit. Yeah. And if anything else comes up on this, when that another movie, get in depth a little bit more on that.
For sure.
Yeah.
What do you think about? So, what do you think? You asked me about existentialism. What do you think about it?
Oh yeah, no, I agree with it all. It's, you're making meaning out of the meantime. You're finding your own purpose. You're doing your own path, not because it's set for you. It's because this is what you want to do.
Right.
You want to go jump on that trampoline? Go jump on that trampoline.
And it wasn't because you were always supposed to do it.
Yeah.
So you believe in free will.
Yeah.
There's no predetermined. Have you found yourself, I'm sure you have, questioning, like, why are we all here? Why is this just
I mean, that's always been the question.
Chance?
Yeah. It's the question that no one can answer.
Right.
But it's the question that everyone experiences.
Yes.
And so everyone's got their own answer to it, and everything is right.
Which is why religion exists, right? Is when you start thinking, why am I here? What does it matter?
Yeah.
You bring in you bring in the idea of God, and then he gives you well, there is a reason because this person has it. I don't need to know what that thing knows it.
And that's fine.
Right.
It's a safety net. Your day, then great. But don't, like we said, don't push it on anyone else. Let them live their own life and figure out their own existence. Yeah.
So it takes me to the last part is like either everything matters or nothing matters. And that's a big theme also in the movie. Personally, like I choose to believe like, and it's, it sucks that this is the belief, but it's like, we're not more than like bugs in comparison to like the universe.
Yep.
We're born to populate this planet and nothing else. Like we're just here to survive. It's existence for existence sake. Just like any living creature is. We're no different than them. We're no different than ants that just like build a thing to live in and protect, and then you have more babies and they move along. Like that's all it is. AKA nothing really matters. We'll be born, we'll do some shit, we'll die, and then once I die, somebody else will do this shit.
Yeah.
But like also this is where I wrote in here, but I can also choose to make meaning out of the meantime. I can choose to maximize the time I do have here with the thoughts I can create, the things I can feel, the things that bring me joy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These things are not mutually exclusive. So I can say everything matters and nothing matters. And the really good article I read from Rachel Greenberg on medium.com, it was titled, "When You Realize Nothing Matters, Suddenly Everything Matters." And she put in really good perspective. Her father passed away when she was 19. He had just helped her get like a big job in finance at like Goldman Sachs or like an interview. Okay. And then she got the job like a week or so after he passed. And she's like, well, now this doesn't matter to me. Like he was supposed to walk me to my new job when I moved to the new city and all this stuff. And she's quoted as like, once my dad died, I realized how short life is, just how inconsequential these little jobs and internships are. I finally understood why he always prioritized spending money on experiences rather than material things. And in seeing how little it all mattered, this made certain things matter even more. Yeah. Like, do you get that idea? Like, when you realize nothing matters, other things matter way fucking more. Like, life actually has a purpose when you realize nothing has a purpose. It's such a weird thought, but that is existentialism. Yep. like if I can get hit by a fucking bus tomorrow, right? Or if I could, he crossed his fingers and he's shaking them. So that is not a gag. That just happened. But yeah, so like I could have a brain. Let me just. Oh, he's praying now. Oh no! I don't want to. Okay. Like you could be anything. This day and age, so many bad things can happen. I mean, it could be a fucking flood. It could be a tornado. I could get murdered. I could get. Oh yeah. People are dying in mass shootings just from being grocery shopping. Like to tie everything together. Like I could just get whatever taken out of this earth tomorrow. So it's like, why would I care about being so scared to do things now? Like Jaime's not scared to chew on the Stegosaurus right now during a pod.
Which has a tiny little squeak in the background.
Tiny. Hey, Jaime.
He stopped.
Oh, he's peripheral me.
He's
hey,
looking.
You quit. Don't you give me that look, you son of a bitch. But anyway, so I mean, to that point, like if nothing matters, then certain things aren't worth being scared about. So it's like I kind of wrote down here, it's like, ask that person out, take that trip, use those vacation days, apply for that job, lean into that hobby, leave the bad situation you're in. Like, there's no time like the present. Hell, leave the comfortable situation you're in, because that's also just something you're just eating up time that you don't have. It's the YOLO, right? Because you're here one day and then you're not. And it's hard to remember that. Like, that's a very fleeting feeling, even though it's strong as hell. Like, I could die on my way home from this podcast recording day. I could just die. Yeah. Like, but so then at this point I should be like, well, let me just get on the phone and call everybody I've ever loved and tell them how awesome. Let's make plans. But I'm not going to do that. But I should have some version of that in me. it sucks because it's so fleeting, and I don't know why it's that way, but I mother, turn off the pod. Okay? It's like the moment after you orgasm. Okay? So you want something, everything's great, that's the one thing, you're focused on it, and then it happens and you're like, God, life is fleeting, why did I waste my time doing that? But then like fucking 10 minutes passes and you're like, give me that thing again, I'm all back in. It's insane, but it's like, that's how it works, like at a physiological level. That's so I had to kind of wrap it up with that.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I have in a nutshell. Again, it's such a big topic.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's weird too because it's kind of newer, 1940s or something like that.
Yeah, it's not.
Is when it started.
Yeah.
So, but there's so much to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's like when humanity has time to reflect on itself. Like early on in the days, Neanderthals and shit, they didn't know what they were doing. They're just trying to survive day to day. Lifespans were like fucking 15 years, who fucking knows? But now it's like when I could go sit down and watch a TV show and that's my whole day. I have time to sit there and think about myself and go, what am I doing? What should I be doing?
You do the SEO. I'm sure you can look how many people are Googling.
Oh, that's true.
What's the meaning of life and all that kind of shit.
Man, if I can remember, I'll start like searching our terms. Although it keeps a history of all the terms I search. So if anybody else logs in, they go, what the fuck is he looking up? But I should definitely do that and see what comes up. But yeah. Anything else on existentialism before we...
No, I think that's about it. So it's a very open, kind of vague, but not vague topic.
No, for sure.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, what does that take us into then, Nate?
That takes us into... What year was it?
It was 2004's.
That's right. I Heart Huckabees.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You're there. Jaime, you got to put that away now, buddy. We can't have that through the whole end of it, bud. Sorry.
You're going outside. I was like, what? Oh shit! No, I stopped. I
don't even know what a stegosaurus is.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Steggy, you got me in trouble again, man. You made it a pretty good chunk of time, though.
Yeah, you did.
All right, Nate just stole my DVD cover.
Yeah, so we all know the synopsis on the back of the DVD
are garbage.
Yes. So I'm gonna see Todd see how in line he is with his own synopsis of the movie.
Oh, you're going to have me say it?
Yeah.
I mean, I read the synopsis a few days ago.
Okay. Well, I mean, don't remember. Just
don't remember.
Don't remember. Forget it. Use your memory that you have. Forget it.
Okay.
And your synopsis of the movie. And I'll just see how on point he is with it.
So...
Or how much better, I should say.
It's the story of Albert, who is Jason Schwartzman, and he runs into a coincidence that keeps happening. He meets a guy and he's like, hey, I need to find out what this means. So he goes to two existentialist therapists, basically, Lily Tomlin and Dustin Hoffman. And he starts to kind of get like put into a program of like, hey, this is what the meaning of life is. This is what, everything's all about. He's just trying to discover that. And in the meantime, he runs into Mark Wahlberg, who is Tommy. He's like a firefighter that's trying to give up on petroleum. And I'm so off of there's no way they're talking about that in there. As these two different people, Tommy and Albert, are kind of like going through this existentialist thing where they're following them around, they run into a new person called, oh God, what is her name? Vauban. I was close.
Catherine
Vauban. She is like a nihilist, like nothing matters. And so he's kind of, they're both learning from both sides of it. Like everything matters from the two therapists and then nothing matters from her. And it's like, in the meantime, can they figure out, like, does anything mean anything? I'm like, what sucks is I'm trying to remember what that thing says, but I'm also like, I don't think they went that depth.
Well, I thought about this and I was like, this is probably the worst movie to like really give a synopsis on because of how far out there it is at times.
Yeah. Well, also on this one, I actually put down, I'll read through I wrote down the main characters and did a little bio about them to help understand kind of the premise without having to read the premise.
Okay.
So how close was I? And that's got to be gibberish to people listening.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of gibberish. But yeah, an exuberant, offbeat comedy in which Dustin Hoffman and Lily Tomlin play detectives hired by kind-hearted local poet and activist Albert Markovsky to investigate the meaning of three coincidences that could hold the key to life. The investigation soon involves other clients such as passionate, vulnerable fireman Tom Korn, cunning sales executive Brad Stand,
Jude Law.
Yep. And hot spokesmodel with an identity crisis, Don Campbell.
Naomi Watts.
Yep. The hilarious case is further complicated when the detective's seductive French nemesis, Catherine Vauban, lures Albert and Tom into her way of seeing things. And then just goes into outstanding performances and laugh out loud funny and snort out loud funny.
Snort out loud?
Yes.
Although the movie starts with a bang. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too far off. I rambled a lot more, but it's like
I feel
it's
like that's
giant,
one of the better.
Yes, that's also thinking the same thing. It actually explains.
Like it's vague, but it's like, hey, here's what you're getting into.
Yep. Like you don't really need to know the other stuff. That all happens in the dynamics between the characters. But before I guess we get into the actual plot, should we talk about the director and the cast?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, it's directed by notorious, sometimes bitch-ass douchebag David O. Russell. If you go onto YouTube, you can actually see him berating Lily Tomlin on the sets, and they had a huge fight. But that is not to discredit the movie. It is very good, in my opinion. The cast is Jason Schwartzman as Albert, Mark Wahlberg as Tommy, Dustin Hoffman as Bernard, with his wife Lily Tomlin, Vivian, wife in the movie, Jude Law as Brad, Naomi Watts as Dawn, and then Isabel Huppert as Catherine Vauban, as Nate kind of said all that in there. Some side characters, you have Kevin Dunn, who is from Veep and the dad in Transformers. You have Jean Smart, fucking she's so good. Jonah Hill is in there as like a young teenager. Film. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Isla Fisher is in there as well. Bob Gunton and then Richard Jenkins. So there's a lot of big names in this movie that are just kind of in there. And it's one of my favorite Jude Law performances, I'll tell you that much. And it starts off with, how am I not myself? Or it ends with, how am I not myself? Yes. I should say. Spoiler. Alert.
But no, actually, I really liked Mark Wahlberg in this movie.
Yeah.
He has that good craziness of like, what about this? And this is going on and this. And it reminded me, I can't remember what other role he had that was like that. But like, I was like,
maybe Ted or something?
Maybe, but this fits so well with it.
Yeah.
Of him like freaking out and like trying to figure out the meaning of what the fuck is going on.
Right. And he's his whole thing, again, as Tommy the firefighter, is like, he doesn't like petroleum, but he obviously, that makes up all of his job, a lot of it. Like, he has to use the fire trucks, but so everybody's riding their bikes in this movie, which all works out for like their characters, but it also rings true for like Mark Wahlberg and Albert eventually get paired up as like the other, as part of the, they call them detectives. It's weird to call them that, but whatever. Lily Tomlin and Dustin Hoffman, they pair them up because they're like, well, we think you need each other's like guidance. And he's like, well, his first question was like, what do you drive? And he's like, well, I ride my bike and sometimes ride the bus. He's like, okay, I see why they paired us up together. Yep. Like, he's like, cool, like it works out.
Connection right away off the bat.
But yeah, I think we've already, spoilers should have been popped in there.
Yep.
But we are full into it. Can I start you with the opening quote, Nate?
Go for it.
This is a one I saw in the theater, and it's over black and blurriness for a second, so this is the first thing you're introduced to. Motherfucking cocksucker, motherfucking shit fucker. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing the best that I can. No, that's all I can ask of myself. Is that good enough? Is my work doing any good? Is anybody paying attention? Is it hopeless to try and change things? The African guy is the sign, right? Because if he isn't, then nothing in this world makes any sense to me. I'm fucked. Maybe I should quit. Don't quit. Maybe I should just fucking quit. Don't fucking quit. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Just supposed to fucking do anymore. Fucker. Fuck. Shit. And then he goes out loud, I'm glad we saved a piece of this marsh. And he starts talking to a crowd. So this was his internal dialogue that you get right away.
Like, the internal dialogue that he has is so great in this.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, like, when you watch it, you're like, I've done that.
Oh, yeah.
I've done that internal dialogue. But granted, not verbatim, but you understand where he's coming from 100%.
At the grocery store, when a customer's walking up to you to ask a question, that's mine. That's always been my term. Motherfucking piece of lazy shit. Figure this shit out. Hey, how can I help you find? What can I help you find there? Okay.
Right?
Like, it's insane.
Yes.
So, I guess I kind of started off with the intro, but what did you think about the movie?
Yeah, no, it was a good movie. It was that quirky, fun comedy that, has some of that dry sense of humor, but it all makes sense. Like, I really enjoyed the part. You got to check out your bikes. Hey, you got to check out your bikes.
Love that.
Like, it's just so ridiculous. Because you're like, what fucking place does that.
Yes.
Check in your bikes, check out your bikes.
Yeah, because
they're so adamant about it. Even Mark Wahlberg goes back to make sure I'll block him, and he marks it. Yeah, he just pushes the papers like, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, I love it. He's like, yeah, I'll block him. He fills that and just shoves it away and runs. Dude, that's one of the lines I wrote down, and we used it's a movie, obviously, that came out in 2004. We had just graduated high school, like my group of friends and I. And we quoted this thing all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Well, I mean, this is in depth of, like, so many quotes.
Yes.
It's hard, like, obviously my first watch through, it's hard to remember everything that came at me in this movie because everyone has, like, a quote that's either really relatable or really funny.
Yes.
So...
Yep. The whole premise, if you boil it down outside of the existentialism, is... He's trying to save a piece of the marsh. Jason Schwartzman is Albert. He's part of the wildlife coalition trying to save the marsh. Yep. And I Heart Huckabees is a giant supermarket chain led by one of them is Jude Law. And his job is there to get Albert out of the way so he can join the coalition so they can get more control over not saving pieces but making their own progress. Yep. So it's big corporate versus little man type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I put here, like Albert is a fighter for that. He's looking for the coincidence, like he said. He keeps seeing this man at a door hop or whatever at the store.
Yeah.
When he's putting the photos in the head shop or whatever.
Yeah, it's a weird concept.
I think they actually existed. But he's like placing, you find out Albert's putting his own pictures into the headshots. Not actually, he actually, like he's looking up Jessica Lange photos. Yeah. He's like, no, Markowski's right next to Elle. So, that's why sometimes I look at Lange. Like, well, we find out that, because the two investigators are constantly monitoring these two fuckers.
They are, and it's funny because like they come off as not competent,
right?
But they are,
yes,
with everything that they do.
They're thorough.
Yes,
yeah. Jude Law again. Brad is a high level member. He keeps telling the Shania Twain tuna story.
His tuna story. Mm-hmm. Like it was funny how they rolled that in all the way to the end of the movie.
Yes, of
like you just tell that story so you could just fit in and make everyone laugh and feel likable. Yep. And I was like, damn, that really hit on the nose. Yeah. And then I start thinking of people like that tell the same story, and I'm like, oh no.
We've all been those people.
Yeah.
I've been that person. You've been that person. We've all been the person where even you tell the same story, you use the same phrases, and eventually you catch yourself, or you pick up a new one or something, and then you forget it. But it's the egos that's what drives the giant asshole Jude Law's character down, is when they start playing his story over and over to him because they bugged all their offices and shit. So he's like, first he's like, haha, yep, funny story, she done. And he starts to break down, and you can just see his face wash over of like, God damn it, I hate myself. And then when he goes into the bathroom and his boss is like, hey man, you're gonna have to tell or he says, hey, how you doing? He's like, oh, fucking right on, man. He runs into the stall. He's like freaking out. He's like, tell the Shania story.
But yeah, when they're at the meeting, just tell the story. Just tell the story.
He's like, I don't want to tell the story.
I don't want to tell it. No.
Yeah, come on. She doesn't, she doesn't like mayo.
Yeah, he tries to set him up and all that.
Fucking pukes in his own hand in the middle of the meeting and has to be rushed out.
Yep.
And I've told you that story of the I Heart Huckabees before. I think I mentioned the tuna story is iconic for me because it's it's something once you recognize it, you can be like, oh, that's a tuna fish story.
Yep.
Tommy, again, it's such a great role for Mark Wahlberg because he is actually portraying a comedic person that's been written that way. And it's not just Mark Wahlberg being cocky Mark Wahlberg. Yeah. This is real actual thought level stuff, but he's putting out in such a neurotic way. It's fucking funny.
Well, I love the part where Dustin Hoffman, he's going through one of his long speeches of explaining something. And he's like, no, we got to go. And he's like, but I want to debate this.
Yeah.
He's really into it. I'm like, no, I want to be in this debate. I want to talk to him about it.
He's so in. Yeah. He's more in than Albert is.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and obviously his best line, and I've quoted this before, is when he's finally had a full mental breakdown. They're halfway through the movie, everybody has a mental breakdown.
Yep.
And Mark Wahlberg, he's at one point just watering the lawn in front of a burning house with a fire hose, and they have to pull him away from it and kick him out. But then later the alarm goes off, and he's like, I don't want to go. And they're all rushing, and then they're stuck. And he's going to take the bike. And no, get on the rig. And he's like, no, I'm going to take my bike. And they're like, God damn it, because he's so against fossil fuels.
Yep.
And then they're stuck in traffic, and so he's riding his bike, and he's hitting the thing, all right. He goes, and he gets to the house. And he spins out on his bike on purpose, where you guys at? 'Cause I'm at the fire. And we used to always do that if we're late somewhere. Where you guys at? I'm at the fire. And it's such a great line. And he starts dancing to himself in the front yard. It's so good. But yeah, I mean, there's the other characters. Like, Naomi Watts gets the least amount of play, but she's also very great in this movie, where she's the voice. She's the face of Huckabees, and she's like in, dude, really inappropriate stuff that they're putting her through.
I mean, when you watch it, they're like, oh, we're here to sell the image or whatever of Huckabees. But it's just like, how sexualized can we make this entire thing? Because, like, nothing has to deal with the product. No. It's just like pose, bend over.
She's stretch. In shorts where half her ass cheeks are out.
Yeah. It's like, it's sad because that's sometimes marketing.
Sex sells.
And that's what they're doing.
Yep.
But it's just right over, it's just right there. Yeah.
It's all sexual.
Front and center.
Yep. And so she's the face of it. And then they start calling her the voice of Huckabees because she has a mental breakdown. And then she gets involved with the detectives, investigators, whatever. And then they replace her with Isla Fisher.
Yep.
Who's also like a sex bomb at the time, doing all of her stuff. And Naomi Watts starts wearing a bonnet.
Yeah, bonnet, some overalls.
Yeah, she's like chocolate on her face. Like, she doesn't give a shit about anything.
No.
The material world is gone.
Yep.
And she's even like, Fuckabees. And he's like, hey man, she said Fuckabees. She's like so thrown off by this. And why is Shania part of the story?
So, Shania, like, the tuna fish story, or, like, the
just
story
in general? Yeah, just in general.
Well, yeah, it's funny because Brad utilizes her as, like, hey, this is how I get my in. This is how I become part of the coalition.
Yep.
And I'm going to utilize Shania Twain. We're going to get Shania Twain as a concert to save the trees and all that. Yep. And everyone's all in on that. They're like, you said Shania Twain, right?
Yep.
And they're all in. And I'm like, oh man, was she big back in 2004?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess she was.
Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Like you said, like all of her hits.
Yeah.
And she's like the cutout cardboard and everything like that.
Well, it's just funny how he always brings in the cutout cardboard. Yep. Like, here she is. And then he just lops off her head in one scene.
Can I tape it back on? And, which is kind of, I didn't realize it's kind of probably a play on him in his mind palace thing that they do when he starts chopping everything with machetes. Yeah. It's basically sensory deprivation, right?
Yeah.
So Dustin Hoffman does more of like the everything's connected. Like, I loved his blanket metaphor where he's like, he puts a blanket out and he puts his fist under. He's like, hey, this is you. And this is Brad. And he moves his hand over and he's like, over here, this is the Eiffel Tower. And this is a hammer. Like, he's like, oh, so everything is the same. He's like, yep. But also nothing is the same, right? Like, you're still an individual person. And it's trying to, again, the existentialism trying to combine those two things. Like, everybody is in this together, but we're all individuals.
Yeah.
And so they put him in the body bag. And would you do the body bag trick?
Yeah. I'd give it a try.
Where it's basically like, you don't get to see anything besides you're thinking about all the shit that's riling.
I mean, I've always wanted to try an actual, like, sensory deprivation chamber.
Yes.
To see how that is.
How much it freaks you out.
Yeah. But
what would be in your mind palace thing when you start visualizing? Because he always visualizes a tree, and Jude Law's always up in there, and he's like, I liked his teacher was in there at one point, and he's like, he chopped her head off. Yeah. Because everybody has a machete in his dream.
I don't know what'd be in my mind palace.
Would it just be me? Would you be chopping me up with a machete?
No, not a machete.
Oh.
I'd probably get like a saw.
It's like a
savior it. No.
Oh, I got it.
A handsaw. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. He wants me to suffer.
What about you?
In my mind palace? Ooh.
Yeah, tough question, huh? Not so easy.
Yeah. But that's why I asked you it. I don't know. I imagine it'd be pretty lame shit. Because I've noticed recently my dreams are all like daily stuff. You know when you have those dreams where it's just like, oh, I paid this bill, and you wake up and you're like, I didn't actually do that yet. Like, it's the lamest shit. You're like, why even dream at that point? I feel like that would be my sensory deprivation. It would probably be me like stressed about, I don't know, like moving or
you trying to remember something.
Yeah. Maybe that would be good for my memory.
Yeah.
Without having any distraction to think about, I'd have to focus on things. Like, my brain would have to think about things.
You start remembering shit you didn't want to remember.
God, that's when you get to repress shit. No, I don't ever. Nope, I changed my. I'm never gonna fucking do that. Don't put me in a body bag until I'm actually dead. And then so while Dustin Hoffman's doing that kind of bigger stuff, Lily Tomlin's kind of more of like the realistic kind of, hey, let me just ask you some questions, get you to think about these things. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite lines of any movie ever is she says, have you ever transcended space and time? And immediately Jason Schwartzman's like, yes, no, time, not space. No, I don't know what you're talking about. He just answers so quickly, realizes he's admitting to things he doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, they kind of they follow them through everything. Like well, you're going to be watching me in the bathroom. And she's like, yeah. She's like, what? When she's like, well, maybe you masturbating is the key to your entire existence.
Yeah.
Like, we need to know every moment. And so then you're watching them do all this investigation stuff. And then Brad is trying to get in with Albert, like we said. So he ends up joining that as well. They become his therapist.
And that's great because he's like, all right, cool. I got in. He became the top dog. And he's like, I'm out. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
And like, nope, sorry. You signed the contract. Here it is. I'll get a lawyer. Good luck.
Yeah, they're like, it's pretty concrete. They read it out to me. He's like, shit.
Yeah, it's a huge package that they just drop on him.
And they list out everything. Like, they have their dots dotted, or their I's dotted. Jesus, yeah. And then, so, yeah, then that's how they get Naomi Watts' character, because she's dating Brad.
Yep.
And Albert has a crush on her. But Tommy ends up with Naomi Watts as a firefighter, because the house he goes to is Naomi Watts. And she's passing out in the smoke, and he gets in there. And then they start making out, and then he passes out in there too, so they both have to be rescued.
Well, I really enjoyed the part where when they got Naomi Watts into it, because it was Brad talking about kids and all that.
Yes.
And he was like, why do you need kids? Kids are overpopulated. You know, there's too many people already as it is.
Yep.
And the line that got me was like, why do you need kids if like people would just use it as a measurement of accomplishment?
Right.
And it's like, why is that a thing all of a sudden?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep, and then so that's when she kind of realizes, well, Brad's also a superficial piece of shit in this movie.
Yep.
And then so she's like, well, yeah, nothing matters. So I'm all about the vision. People just want to see me because I'm so pretty. Like when she's doing the shitty version of like the ad, she's like, look at me, don't look at me, look at me, don't look at me. She keeps hiding her face. God,
she's like kind of fighting back and forth between who she was and who she's gonna be.
Yep. And then because even Brad was like, she's like, Brad, would you still love me or still want me to go there if I showed up in the bonnet? And he's like,
Yeah, he's all about them jet skis.
Yes, the jet skis, dude. I love the jet skis. Let's see. What about the family dinner? That's one of my favorite scenes.
Oh, when they go in, just having issues talking with the dad. What was his name?
Well, the dad is Richard Jenkins in real life.
Yeah.
From a bunch of big stuff. I mean, he's very famous.
Yeah, from Step Brothers.
And Gene Smart is the mom. Jonah Hill is the son. And then the daughter I don't recognize. But they're there because it's the, as he says, the African guy. Yeah. It's the coincidence. And so he knows that's where he lives. And so they go there, have dinner, and talk to him and find out, why is this coincidence happening?
That's where he gets the address, because Mark Wahlberg creates a diversion so that way he can get it.
Yep.
And it was really good.
I don't want to go to fucking Moncala night. Yeah, I'll have a fucking blast.
It was great just because, like, how religious that guy was.
And the family is assholes.
Yeah, they are. They're all fucking assholes.
Oh, God.
Except for the African guy who's just like, hey.
He's like, sorry, Mom, sorry, Dad.
Yeah,
like, it's okay, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
I would never invite him had I known. And it's like, but the kids are like spitting milk and stuff like that and talking about how poor he was in Africa. And they're like, the flies on his face. Oh, he was so hungry. And it's like, Jesus.
Yeah. And he's just there dealing with it.
Oh, and then Mark Wahlberg was saying, like, petroleum, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You use petroleum. And then he would be mad at you. And the daughter's like, Jesus is never mad at us if we live with him in our hearts. And then Mark Wahlberg looks right at her and he's like, hate to break it to you, but he is. He most definitely is. Like, Jesus can be mad at you.
Yeah.
And then that's when they kick him out. Like, get out of our house. Like, they keep freaking out. That was one of my favorite scenes on there is the that whole scene. And then you have the parent scene with Albert, which they're also pieces of shit.
Yeah.
But they're very minimal in there. But the mom definitely, that's where he gets a lot of his issues from.
Yep.
The mom doesn't care about anything.
There's that, and then there's the cat and all that.
Yes.
What killed the cat? Curiosity killed the cat. He's like, oh shit. You're like not realizing they're just making that quip rather than like, oh, there's actually a dead cat somewhere.
How did you know about my cat? She's like, I noticed you mentioned something about your cat and he seemed to really rile you up or whatever. Touched on a nerve. And then, the mom lied about the cat died, and then she didn't lie, but she didn't care to explain. She's like, hey, your cat died. By the way, I have this friend over, let's go talk to them. And he's like, I had to process all this by myself.
Yep.
Childhood trauma was brought up, which brings us to the big mental breakdowns and Catherine Vauban, who is like she's like the quirkiest part because all of a sudden she's kind of, you see her in the background of some shots.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is this person doing? And she's just watching
because there's the point where they're all riding their bikes and she's just driving her car and they're like, oh shit, it's her.
Yeah.
But
and she teaches them the ball trick.
Yeah, the ball trick of just them sitting there. Again, hitting in the face. Again, hitting the face.
Giant red inflatable ball.
Yeah, an exercise ball.
Yeah. Yes.
And
yeah.
at one point he's like, I get it now. I see it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Do you understand that concept? Like, I know what they're doing. That moment of like,
yeah,
it's that pain is so severe that your brain can only recognize the input of
You're
pain.
focusing on just that. You're not thinking of anything else.
Yeah, your mind
You're
goes
not having
blank.
all those thoughts of like, I need to get this done. What about this? Okay, this is going on this day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yesterday I did this, but is that enough for that? And you're just having that nothingness. I understand that, yes.
Which is, it's so crazy because we all, once you explain it or do it, like, have you ever skipped a step on stairs going down and your foot hits it really hard and you're like, oh, fucking your teeth like clatter?
No, I haven't done that. I've done the one where it's like, I go to the bottom stair and I'm expecting another stair.
Oh, yeah.
And I step and I hit the ground. I'm like, the fuck just happened?
Yeah, like everything freezes. You're like, Jesus, like I could have died just now. Like that's basically how your brain feels. It freezes it and all you can do is react in the moment. Mm-hmm. And so that I love how giddy they both get, Mark Wahlberg and Jason Schwartzman. Like, we could just do this every day. They're like laughing to each other. And she's like, no, you can't. You have to go back out into the world. And so she goes and has a crazy sex scene.
It's so bizarre. Yeah, she just pulls him away. Mark Wahlberg's like, what about me?
What are we doing? We just come back and do the whole thing?
And it's so bizarre because it's the mud of just smashing his face in the mud and then smashing her face in the mud.
God. And then he bends her over a log.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And there was the part where he's like taking the mud, rubbing up her leg.
Yes.
And I'm like, does she really want that in her
vajay?
All that mud?
Yeah.
Mm.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And do you think, so that was all her for the trauma.
Yeah.
She was only doing it to teach him a lesson that like, hey, because she was going to abandon him.
Mm-hmm.
And then it abandoned Mark Wahlberg in the process. The other got abandoned. So, and they're like, you guys are working together, right? You, Lily Tomlin, Dustin Hoffman. No, he asked him. And he's like, you guys are working together, right? Because you guys totally should be. She's like, nothing matters. You guys are like, everything matters. It works. And even at the end, they realize that they're like, he's making some sense here. You're hearing all that? So like, think if there was ever like a sequel or in your head, they totally teamed up to like put people through this.
Double business. Yeah. I'm like, all right, here's our client. You swoop in at this time.
It makes total sense. And I mean, I'm not convinced that she wasn't in and on it the whole time, but they tried to portray it as not. One of my other favorite lines was when Naomi Watts comes over to the existential side. And that's when it's kind of the, have you ever transcended space and timeline? Naomi Watts goes, you can't deal with my infinite nature, can you? And Jude Law goes, that is so not true. Wait, what does that even mean? They always respond first and then think about it and go, wait, I don't know what your infinite nature means.
Rather than think about their answer and make sure it makes sense.
Oh, yeah. And so then, it kind of culminates that Brad loses his mind after telling the tuna fish story. And then they're all in the big presentation about the coalition. Like, are we saving the wetlands and everything like that? So they're all in an elevator. Mm-hmm. And this is where Shania Twain is there. And she opens up. She's like, God damn it, Brad. She's like, if you cut down the forest to put your mall, you raise the temperature of the marshes and that throws off the entire ecosystem. And she starts hitting him. And he's like, he's like, Albert, I think, is Jaime scratching at the door?
He is scratching at the door.
Hold on. We are taking a Jaime break. Over the wood, too. Nate has put up barriers in front of the door and he still got to it. Jaime, we're closing up shop here soon. Oh, Jaime. She closed on him. So anyway, Shania freaks out on them. Brad's lost all faith, but he goes, did you hear that? She remembered my name.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, who
all
cares?
up in arms about that.
He's like so superficial. He's like, yeah, I'm into all that shit, man.
Yeah.
And then, basically they go back to the original place where the movie started, back to the rock. They're doing the ball trick. Like, hey, I'll see you next week. Like they forgive each other. They never, at the end of the day, they learned things that they can like coexist and maybe nothing matters. So don't take everything so seriously, but we all need each other. I mean, there's a whole lot of messages in this.
Oh yeah.
But it's full circle. They don't really start like with a new, like lease on life or some shit. No. Like they don't like completely change their minds. And then I think that's the last note I had in there was like kind of the whole elevator breakdown where they're fighting and they agree to be friends, and Brad and Jason Schwartzman are the same person basically. Yeah. Not in a weird movie twist way, but like, hey, you're this great successful dude that has Naomi Watts. I'm just this guy working for the coalition. Things have gone bad in my life. Oh, but you also just had this huge mental breakdown. You're crying. Here's a picture of me crying because Catherine keeps taking pictures of us crying. We're the same person. Everybody is the same, even if we're different.
Exactly.
And that is I Heart Huckabees.
Yeah. No, good movie overall. I think it's like hour 40 minutes, so a nice quick watch. And
for as much as they pack in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the soundtrack and everything like that. It's very quirky and it's a nice little fun watch.
It is.
But I'm sure that was a hellish movie review because it's not one that has like a very straightforward plot. It's like more concept than it is execution.
Yeah, it's more of a thought movie, but it has good comedy in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Good movie.
Watch it.
Well, with that, what are we going to do next week on the pod?
Are we doing a new one?
We are.
What is it, Nate?
We are doing Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yes. 2022 is Thor, Love and Thunder. Yes.
It's been a while since we've had a
new one?
Yeah.
We did Top Gun last, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll clean out some notes on our phone. It'll be a little bit more casual. We won't try to explain an entire plot of a very good but convoluted movie.
Yes.
Well, besides this movie, Nate, what would you recommend people check out?
So I just read a comic book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not a book. Not a book. Yeah, it's got pictures. Public Domain.
Oh.
So the first issue just came out, I guess, last Wednesday.
Okay.
If you're listening on Tuesday, so you might be able to still get the first issue.
Okay.
It was written and drawn by Chip Zdarsky, who did Sex Criminals. He did the new Daredevil run.
Really good stuff.
But it's a good concept of, it's not so much about like superheroes, really. It's more of like about the comic artists and writers behind it. So you have one movie that's out with a hero called the Domain, and how he's in the limelight, he gets all the credit, but the writers and the artists aren't being recognized.
Interesting.
So I was like, I like this. It's a nice little twist on it.
Kind of meta.
Yeah, it is, definitely. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
All right. Public Domain.
Yeah.
Mine, let's just go pretty simple. I started the new season, or one of the new seasons of MTV's The Challenge. It's definitely, I won't even say that's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's a reality show, but it's more of it's the whole Road Rules, Real World teams back in the day that came together to face off, and then it's just grown from it. It's like 36 seasons now. It's like fucking Survivor level stuff.
Yeah.
And they do all these spinoffs, but the main cast still comes back and doing it. It's like these people right now did it like 20 years ago, and they're coming back. And so it's like you're watching almost like your parents do these things, and you get to see them how they change from when you watch them. And it's so weird to see it. But the whole premise is, they go in there and it's like 24 people. They actually go like to daily challenges where it's like some dangerous shit, and you can't script it because they'll break things, they'll fall, they'll get disqualified, they'll fight, they'll get out. And then you get to see like who gets to go home with like $500,000 based on politicking and being in these face-offs and stuff. It's very, I don't know, I love it. And I've always watched it. Used to watch with some of my friends every afternoon, and nice. I'd watch the challenge.
Yeah. Would you do the challenges?
I've always wanted to. I can't do it in the shape I'm in now, but although some of them are pretty out of shape and they do it, I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hate to stay in a mansion with that many other people that are that crazy, but
yeah, it takes a certain set of person to like
definitely
be on those shows.
You have to be a bit of a loud personality, kind of what's it called? Not introvert, extroverts.
Yep. Cool. Well,
is that the end of the episode?
That's pretty much the end, I guess.
What does it all mean?
They want to tell us, what the meaning of life is.
Yeah.
How can they do that?
You can tell us on our social media channels.
Yeah.
That is TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or you could simply email us at theindecide@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And where can they listen to us? If they're somehow not listening to us now, Nate?
Pretty much all major platforms, Spotify, iTunes.
Is this a weird thing? I mean,
Pandora?
to include every week now? The more we do it?
I feel like it feels weird.
Guys, we're not doing it anymore. But we can ask them to what?
You can rate us.
Yes.
And, on Spotify, it's at the top on the left, and then iTunes.
Yes.
When you rate us, leave a comment.
Yeah.
What should the comment be this week?
How am I not myself?
Yeah, I mean, it could be that.
Ask us if we've ever transcended space and time. Just a blanket question. Or these guys made me transcend space and time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We'll see if that ever happens, but no, that would be great if you could leave a comment and review.
Yeah.
And then thank you to Alan for our logo. Appreciate it. We're going to try and get you on the pod soon.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I say soon. It could be next year. Who knows?
Yeah. I still got to figure out your address so I can kidnap you. It's a weird thing.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what this is in regards to at all.
That's how we get all our guests.
Oh, is that what we...
Yeah.
Sorry, Steph. I did talk to Steph. We had dinner the other day I should have done this at the very beginning of the episode, but she was talking about all the new shows coming out, and yeah, I mean, honestly, I think I had something more, but I think we already talked about other things, so it doesn't even matter. Nate's having a cough fit. He's been having one the whole episode.
This is staying in because Todd didn't know where he was going, and I just fucked up at the end there with that. So, yeah.
All right. Well, what do you got for us?
Huckabees.
Huckabees. Yeah, it's fucking Candyland.
Yep.
Nate's looking it up. Mm-hmm. Look it up, Nate. Look it up. Look it up, Nate. Look it up.